Nope. Sorry. Nothing.
Hmm? Yes?
Nope. Sorry.
Got some good pieces out here. The finest weapons and armor. Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
I ain't done nothing. Only if I can help it. But damn if I ain't almost sober. Hey, in the Bannered Mare, there's this bottle of Argonian ale. The good stuff. Get it for me. They won't even know it's gone. Come on. Argonian ale. I can almost taste it. Sure, whatever.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out. If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires?
The security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is.
Your skin's as pale as the snow. You scared of sunlight or something?
I ain't done. Well, would you look at that? Argonian ale. My thanks, friend. Here, take this here healing potion. I, found it in the temple. My favorite... Not anymore, thanks to you, friend. Bye now.
You're the best.
It's a shame, isn't it? This is the Gildergreen. It was planted as a seedling in the early years of Whiterun. Disciples of Kynareth could sense something holy in it, and traveled far to hear the winds of the goddess in its branches. They built the temple. Of course, not as many pilgrims these days. A big dead tree isn't very inspiring if you're coming to worship the divine of wind and rains. Kynareth gives life, and we need a living tree to be her symbol. I've thought about that. Trees like this never really die, they only slumber. I think if we had some of the sap from the parent tree, we could wake up its child. But even if you could get to the Elder Gleam, you couldn't tap it. Not with any normal metal. If you want to help, you'll need something to cut into it first. You'll have to deal with the Hag Ravens. I've heard about the weapon they've made for sacrificing Spriggans. It's called Nettlebane. The hags terrify me, or I would have gone after it myself. Your spirit is strong. Kinnereth's winds will guide your path. It's held in a Hagraven nest called Orphan Rock.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something. In the old fort.
Is long winter. I breathe now in royalty and reshape this land which is mine. I do this for you, Red Legions, for I love you. I love.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the great warriors?
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off. Sun feels good, huh? It's almost getting downright hot now.
Did you see a dog out there? I don't know, really. The blacksmith is offering a reward for a dog he saw on the road. I was hoping you'd seen it. I guess I'll stay on the lookout. Keep your nose clean while you're here, outsider.
been a murder over in Riften. Some old lady who runs an orphanage. Those poor children must be heartbroken.
The god Arche was once like us, bound to winding mortality. But he willingly gave up this existence. Come on!
Ah, at last. I hope you found the place all right. Well, what happens now is you start your new life in the Dark Brotherhood. You're part of the family, after all. This, as you can see, is our sanctuary. You won't find a safer place in all of Skyrim. So get comfortable. Our family, my dearest. Our family. Together, united as one, the Dark Brotherhood can accomplish anything. But you must be anxious to get to work. I'm arranging a job, but need a bit more time. For now, go see Nazir. He's got several smaller contracts. Soon, the Night Mother will arrive. And things around here are sure to get even more interesting. Ah, but one last thing. A welcome home present. The armor of the Dark Brotherhood. May it serve you well in all your endeavors. Be sure and introduce yourself to your new family members. They're all very eager to meet you. I'm afraid I don't have a primary contract for you yet.
Again. Do the part where he tries to buy you some candy.
Okay, wait. Here we go. Oh, you're such a pretty little girl. Would the sweetie like a sweetie? Oh yes, how about some chocolate? Oh yes, please, kind sir. My mama and papa left me all alone, and I'm so very hungry. I know a shortcut to the candy shop, through this alley. Oh yeah, very good, very good. My, it's dark down here. Oh, but you're so beautiful, such a lovely smile. Your teeth! No!
No, Babette, but you are so wicked.
What about you, Festus? How did that last contract turn out?
Oh, yeah, please, old man. Regale us with the tales of the wizard.
The young
My contract went very well. Tried a new spell. I'm thinking. I'm working on in my spare time. Came this close to turning that priest inside out. Damned messy.
And what of your latest, Arnbjorn? Something about a Khajiit. Merchant, was it?
Oh, a big doggy chasing a little kitty. How adorable.
I am not adorable. It was not funny, and he wasn't a merchant. He was a Khajiit monk, a master of the Whispering Fang style. But now he's dead, and I have a new loincloth.
So you're the newest member of our dwindling, dysfunctional little family. I've heard quite a bit about you. Save the niceties for now. I have no intention of getting invested in someone who may be dead tomorrow. If you're still breathing in a few weeks, I'm sure we'll be the best of friends. Did she now? Well, as it turns out, there are a few lingering contracts we haven't had the chance to complete just yet. And more, dribbling in from time to time. I'll assign them to you as they become available, to be completed at your leisure. It is. These aren't particularly glamorous assassinations, I'll be honest. Don't pay much either. But they'll keep you busy. Just do them as you're able. There's no real time limit. The targets aren't going anywhere. You can turn each one in as it's completed, or wait and turn in the whole group when all the targets have been eliminated. Whichever works for you. Ah, well, I'm Redguard, as I'm sure you've noticed. Though not like most of my kind you'll find in Skyrim, that's for damn sure. I am a child of Hammerfell, born of the sands of the mighty Alakir. In that great desert, blood is a shade of crimson I can scarce describe. My past is long and storied, and not altogether proud. But the Dark Brotherhood saved me from myself, and I have never looked back. Well then, let's get started. Your targets are the beggar. When you've completed all those, we'll see if I might have some more. He's a hapless beggar living in some ruins just outside the village of Iverstead. easy, even for you. He lived just outside Anga's mill in the woods. He was once the miller. Now Papias is just a paranoid recluse who thinks someone is out to get him. And he's right. She separated from her husband several months ago. Now the two run competing mining operations. Batilde's angry and desperate, a fighter. I'll teach you how to use it effectively and keep you quick on your feet.
Yes, you're the new family member. Let's make this easy. Consider me the cranky old uncle nobody talks to. You go your way, I'll go mine. I like to say I was born with a wand in my hand. Well, not literally. You can see how painful that would have been for Mother. But I was a prodigy, casting simple spells by 1, completing complex incantations by 3, resurrecting corpses by 7. Ah! When I was 13, I accidentally burned down the family home. Bit of lightning gone awry. Oh, but soon after, I mastered my gifts completely. I went on to teach at the college. Left after 2 years. Too simple, too safe. None of them truly understood the glory of the Destruction School.
Good luck.
There's too much of an obsession
get
these
yourself
days
killed.
with knives and arrows.
Well, it's
You
raw
could kill
meat.
someone just as...
Oh, my beautiful
heard
wife
about
has
what
told me
happened.
all about
It
you.
was a suicide mission. Astrid said
I'll
as
give you a
much.
week before you end up dead in a ditch.
Stand hale and hearty.
Look, if you're trying to get to know me, don't. I don't like you, and I never will. It's nothing personal, but
mean in that, manner,
my wife trusts you,
during the
and I trust her
thunderstorm?
judgment. So you can't be all bad.
I say?
Here's all you need to know. I'm a werewolf. I like killing things. I love Astrid. I hate annoying people. And the color blue gives me a headache.
Let that be a lesson to you, young pops.
Kill well
There is
and
no
often.
challenge that magic cannot overcome.
Welcome, my sister. Welcome to our sanctuary. You have made the right choice joining us, I assure you. You just trust in Astrid, follow her orders, and you'll do fine here. Once I was a Shadow Scale, an assassin in service to the King of Blackmarsh, trained by the Dark Brotherhood since the day of my hatching. But that was a lifetime ago. Today, I am the last of my kind. My order is extinct. Now, I happily serve Astrid in this sanctuary. I am a trained killer, and once again have been given purpose. Life is good. Kill well and often.
There you are. Just told me all about you. Heard you pulled the old choose your victim gag with you. Ah, I love that one. Don't let my appearance throw you off. I'm older than you. A lot older. Getting bitten by a vampire when you're 10 will do that to a girl. I'm just a little girl. The Dark Brotherhood killed my mama and papa, and then they took me captive. Please, please help me. Rather convincing, don't you think? In truth, I'm no more a little girl than you are. I was once, of course, 300 years ago. Vampirism tends to keep one remarkably fresh. Take a look. Have a good contract. It's been quite a boon, looking like a child. No one ever suspects a thing. My targets make the mistake of not perceiving me as a threat. Last mistake they ever made.
New sister, may I offer my most sincere welcome to our family. You certainly have a strange energy about you. I look forward to following your progress. What a curious question. Well, I enjoy moonlit nights, taking long walks on the beach, knitting, and unicorns. In fact, I once took a seaside stroll on a moonlit night and discovered a unicorn, which I proceeded to stab in the throat with a crochet needle. I'm a woman of refined yet simple tastes. Right then.
blacksmith contract?
It was a suicide mission. Has been said as much. Yet here you stand.
I'm afraid I don't have a primary contract for you yet. I'm afraid I don't have a primary contract for you yet.
For a dragon to attack Kyne's Grove. Why?
Who are you? What do you want? Do you want something? Look, if you ain't gonna talk, or spare no coin, just go up your mouth!
Horses, all day long. Do you have any idea how dull horses are?
There's been word of some trouble nearby. I'm on my way to investigate. I probably shouldn't tell everyone who asks. This is important business, you know. No, I think I've got this one. Thanks, though. There's been word of some trouble nearby. I'm on my way to investigate.
We've stopped. What do you need to take? Let's go.
Why you're asking me? I'm glad that candid
You're all heart, Cartier. I bet Lady Mara is reaping a special tear for you.
Strangers are always
Don't like
trouble.
those eyes you got. There's a bad hunger to them.
I don't need to talk to you. Get lost.
Why are you here? Get away from me! Who are you? You're with the Dark Brotherhood, ain't you? I knew it! I knew you'd come for me!
I hope someday we'll get to know each other better.
The skin's as pale. Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. You ever met one of them cats? Khajiit, I think they call themselves. I hear this whole country's full of them down south.
I plan to spend all the days I got left on the water. It's where once sailing gets in your blood, it don't
Everyone
get
thinks
out.
I'm too young to be a ship's captain, but I'm going to prove them wrong. By inheritance, as my men are fond of saying. Can't blame them. My mother ran the Sea Squall as strictly as she ran the house. I've been trying to find new areas of business, trying to win the sailors' respect, but I keep having problems. Take the last trade we did. Some fine-cut void salts from the College of Winterhold. Plenty of coin if you know who to sell it to. Sailors are what happened to them. They got drunk and ended up losing the merchandise in some cave. If you're not afraid of a little exploring, I'll pay good gold to get those salts. Until next time.
I don't like taking orders from a boy, but I need the gold. I could run this ship better than that boy who calls himself a captain. Maybe one day I'll do something about it.
Looking to hire a boat? All right, then.
I'm really not in the mood. State your business or take your leave. I've a mine to run, so if you'll excuse me. I'm busy, and you're bothering me, so go away. I'm busy, and you're bothering me. So go.
Sleep well, no matter how much drink I put in me.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire or something. In the old form of Rift. Might consider joining up myself. They say that vampires attacked the Hall of the Vigilant. Burned it to the ground. Never heard of vampires doing anything like that before.
I'm busy, and you're bothering me, so go away. Never should have come here. I'm busy, and you're bothering me, so go away. I'm busy, and you're bothering me, so go away.
The Night Mother is mother to all. It is her voice we follow, her will. Would you dare risk disobedience? And surely punishment?
Keep talking, little man, and we'll see who gets punished.
Oh, be quiet, you great lumbering lapdog. The man has had a long journey. You can at least be civil. Mr. Cicero, I, for one, am delighted you and the Night Mother have arrived. Your presence here signals a welcome return to tradition.
Oh, what a kind and wise wizard you are! Sure to earn Our Lady's favor.
You and the Night Mother are of course welcome here, Cicero. And you will be afforded the respect deserving of your position as keeper. Understood, husband?
Her. Oh, yes, yes, yes! Thank you, thank you, thank you!
But make no mistake, I am the leader of this sanctuary. My word is law. Are we clear on that point?
Oh, yes, mistress! Perfectly! You're the boss!
Ah, there you are. Good. I was done speaking with that muttering fool anyway. We've got some business to discuss. I do indeed. You must go to the city of Markarth and speak with the apothecary's assistant. You'll probably find her in the Hag's Cure when the shop is open. The girl's been running her mouth. Wants an ex-lover killed. She's apparently performed the Black Sacrament. Her name is Muiri. I need you to talk to her, set up the contract, and carry it out.
There is more knowledge in me than in two of you pups put together.
Just do whatever the contact wishes. Be professional, represent us well, and get the job done. Since it's your first contract, I'll let you keep whatever Muiri pays. She'll be generous, I'm sure. They always are.
Oh, yes, mistress. Ah, another member of the family! Hello, hello! So very good to meet you. Tisk. Do you mistrust poor Cicero? I am, as you say, just an innocent jester. A fool. Oh, but my work is not foolish, no. For I am our mother. Me? Oh, Cicero is just the keeper. I keep. I look after our matron, you see, the Night Mother. I keep her clean. But I am not the listener. Oh, no. There is no listener. Not yet. But someday, the words. Oh, well... Of course. Ah, but there has not been a listener in years and years. Our Lady has not chosen Cicero. And certainly not Astrid. Or anyone. But someday... The Night Mother's crypt in Breville was desecrated. The Imperial province is ravaged by strife. Nowhere there is safe at present. So Cicero brought Our Lady to her new home. Here, this is the only sanctuary left in all of Skyrim, you see. Such was my honor as keeper. Until next time, sister.
What can I say? It happened just like you heard.
To kill triplets secretly, and then have the whole thing blamed on the mother. Remarkable.
You give me too much credit. For how could I fail? I am, after all, just a little girl. What threat could I possibly pose?
Sister. Of course she is. I hear the mining business is extremely cutthroat. And those hours, the murder. I could do this all day. Here's your payment. You've got people to kill, my friend. Good. And I hope you were careful in that lumber mill. Those splinters and rusty nails can be quite nasty. Your payment for a job well done. Happy hunting. Eureka. Congratulations. You slaughtered an emaciated beggar in cold blood. You are truly an opponent to be feared. Here's your payment. Go on now. Will there ever come a time when the people of Skyrim no longer need our services? I think not. I'm sorry, I don't. Come see me again later.
Let me guess. Astrid failed to mention I'm her husband? She has a tendency to do that. Doesn't want the others thinking she plays favorites.
You reek of death, my friend. I salute you.
Everybody else is saying. It can't possibly.
The Redoran contract? Yes, you heard correctly. In and out of Vardenfell in less than 48 hours.
I'm just trying to imagine you hiding inside the body of a mammoth. Bloody brilliant idea.
What? You think me too old, too feeble? There is more knowledge in me than in two of you pups put together. And
Does death not come to us all? Is it not a certain?
knowledge is
I
my
am therefore honored to be Doom's herald, to play some part in a being's inevitable end. Come now, what everyone else is saying, it can't possibly be true.
You must be talking about the caravan job.
You infiltrated the position, eliminated the target, and made it look like an accident. Impressive. I'd say you earned your bonus on that one.
I'm the perfect weapon. My innocent childish form grants me nearly unrestricted access. Poison or a good bite usually takes care of the rest.
Me? I've been part of the Dark Brotherhood from the day I first hatched. I am Shadow Scale, you see. Born under the sign of the Shadow. Kill well and often.
Go. Take care of the Muiri contract. Very little. You have my word on that. The Night Mother represents a chapter in the Dark Brotherhood's history that has long since been closed. Today we live by our own rules. We're the last sanctuary in all of Tamriel, and only by foregoing the old ways have we survived for so long. My only worry is her keeper. I'm not sure what Cicero expects to gain by bringing the Night Mother here, but he'll soon learn this is my sanctuary. They used to come from the Night Mother. Potential clients would perform the Black Sacrament, and she would hear their prayers. The Night Mother would communicate this to the listener, who would then dispatch a speaker to arrange the contract with the client. But that was a long time ago. There hasn't been a listener in years. Not since Cyrodiil was overrun in the war with the Thalmor. But people don't know that, so they still perform the ritual. And we eventually hear about it. When someone wants us, we find out. Used to be the Dark Brotherhood was bound by 5 tenets, but we stopped following those years ago. All those rules, all that discipline, and look where the Dark Brotherhood ended up. We're the last of our kind, and we live the way we see fit. Bottom line, respect your family. Do that, and everything else will fall into place. This sanctuary has been my entire life since I was a young woman. That's when I first discovered my, shall we call it, aptitude for elimination. I had an uncle, you see. He made certain unwanted advances. So I killed him, and liked it. Then I killed again, and liked it even more. And so on. I was recruited by the Dark Brotherhood, and have been here ever since. I met my husband, Arnbjorn, rose to leadership, and now, here we are. Just be yourself. Eliminate the targets any way you see fit. Quiet, loud, quick, slow, whatever you feel is best. Occasionally I'll give you a contract with certain parameters. Stay within them and you'll earn yourself a bonus. You go speak with Muiri. I've got to deal with the Night Mother and her little clown.
Your skin's as pale as the snow. You scared of sunlight or something?
I can take you to Init. Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Ever been to Markarth? Some say it was built by the dwarves. I don't believe a word of it, though. You'll want to watch out for the Force.
You treat a horse well, it'll take you to oblivion and back. That would be Jarl Igmund. Young for a ruler of a hold, especially the Reach. Wasn't surprising he stayed loyal to the Empire. His father helped capture Ulfric Stormcloak after the Markarth incident. Well, hello. It's the whole reason Ulfric revolted against the Empire. Well, the first reason, anyway. Forsworn had taken over Markarth, and Ulfric and his men drove them out. Empire promised they'd be free to worship Talos afterwards. Pity no one told the elves. Whole group of those Thalmor came, and they demanded Ulfric's arrest. Before the Nords came, we worshipped the old gods, had our own kingdom. Times have been good and bad since then, but some folks couldn't handle not ruling their own land. Those are the Forsworn. The Forsworn follow the old ways. Some of those were best forgotten. Blood sacrifices, communing with Daedra. It's the road to Rome. Safe travels to you.
How are the new breeds getting along with my dogs?
haven't attacked each other yet. Good a sign as any.
A war dog is good company and good protection. Mm-hmm.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
Bit of jewelry for your journey home? Oh, this pendant would look lovely on my sister. Bit of jewelry for your journey home? Oh, this pendant would look lovely on my...
The old gods give me strength!
I die for my people. I die for my people.
By the gods, that man nearly killed me. You saved my life. Thank you. Here. I was gonna bring this to my sister, but I think you should have it. I've heard of them. Something about the men who live in the hills and attack caravans. I'm sorry. I don't know anymore. I'm just visiting here from Cyrodiil. No, I don't have any idea. I was just shopping for a pendant for my sister back in the Imperial City. Good day.
Did you see that madman? A forsworn agent, here in the city. Think he worked down at the smelter. A lot of laborers there are sympathetic to the forsworn. They promise people they'll kill off all the Nords that rule over the Reach. Nothing but murderers and saboteurs. This has ruined my entire
woman attacked
day.
right on the streets. Are you all right? Did you see what happened? A Forsworn? Strange. Well, I hope the Eight give you more peace in the future for what it's worth. Oh, I think you dropped this. Some kind of note. Looks important. No. I was just getting some fresh air. Had one too many pints of mead at the Silver Blood Inn.
We'll handle things from here. Move along. That's right. It isn't.
He tried to kill Margaret, right in front of me. No. She's such a nice woman. Comes by every day looking for jewels. Why would anyone want to kill her? It doesn't make any sense. What's happening to
We'll
the
handle
city?
things from here. Move along. I said move along. The Forsworn are just a bunch of madmen.
He tried to kill Margaret,
We have everything
right
under
in
control.
front of me. He tried to kill Margaret, right in front of me.
So write down.
Did you see that madman? A forsworn agent, here in the city.
Bloody enough for you, outsider? Markarth, is it bloody enough for you? Then turn around and go back where you came. City doesn't need you, doesn't want you. Blood and silver are what flows through Markarth. That's the way it is. That's the way it'll stay. It's right there in the name of the most powerful family in Markarth, the Silverbloods. They have a whole mine filled with prisoners that dig up silver ore, get smelted by workers they pay, and they own half the city. I work for them. The inn is named after them. When the guards make an arrest, they check with them first. No,
I live in a nice house in solitude, where the air isn't filled with smoke from the silver smelters, and golden-haired girls shine my shield. Been here ever since I left the Bard's College. Turns out a few muscles earn more gold than a damn loot. The Silverbloods pay me, let me crack a few skulls, and keep the guards off my back. That's all I need. Jarl is who you want to talk to. Always coin to be made killing off some Forsworn in the hills. As long as you don't mind going axe to axe with a bunch of Daedra-worshipping savages who practice the dark arts. Yeah.
Tacitus, what is this?
A nail?
Is that what you call it? In the Legion, we would have called it useless. Look how brittle the metal is.
I'm sorry. Well, the forge gets so hot and I thought...
You thought what? You would skip a step? Not heat the metal all the way through? It's useless. Now do it again.
I'm Boris' assistant. I help her with the forge.
Need a new blade? Tacitus? Boy's an Imperial. I keep showing him how to treat the iron, but he never gets it. In the Legion, the Imperial smiths used to read books when they couldn't set their hammers straight. Wisdom of the old, I guess. If you find a book called The Last Scabbard of Akrish, could you bring it to me? Tacitus sure isn't learning by example. Thanks. Grew up in a stronghold. Every Orc girl tended the forge at some point. The girl has to grow up, and life in the stronghold asks for a lot in return. So I joined the Legion, mastered my trade there. That's right. An Orc stronghold. Kept to ourselves, lived as our ancestors would have wanted. Wasn't enough for me, though. I left. Didn't want to end up as the third wife of some lowly chieftain. Let me know if you need something forged.
Gorza is the one you should ask if you need it.
Why are you looking at me like that? The Dark Brother... My goodness, you're really here. The Black Sacrament. It actually worked? What I need is for Elaine Dufont to die. I want him hunted down and murdered like the dog he is. I didn't know it when we were with each other, but Elaine is actually the leader of a band of cutthroats. Bandits. They're holed up in some old dwarven ruin. Raldbathar. It's near Windhelm. They use it as their base. It's where they stage their raids. I want you to go to that ruin, find Elaine Dufont, and kill him. I don't care about his friends. Do whatever you want with them. But Elaine has to die. Excellent. Once Elaine is dead, I'll pay you. In gold. I've saved up a bit. I hope that'll do. But, well, there is one more thing. If you're interested. If you can, I want you to kill someone else as well. You don't have to, not as part of our deal, but if you do, I'll pay you even more. It's Nilsine Shattershield in Windhelm. If Nilsine dies too, I'll make it worth your while. I planned to kill Elaine myself, you know. Nilsine too, but lost my nerve. I even brewed a special poison, lotus extract. Maybe you could use it? Just coat your weapon with it. Then, you get the idea. I went to Windhelm to see the Shattershields. They were old and dear friends, and in mourning. Frigga was killed recently. Murdered. I met Elaine in the tavern, while I was drinking my sadness away. He was handsome and charming. He said I was the beautiful lily of his dreams. Elaine made all the pain just go away. But it was all lies. Elaine used me. He ruined my name, destroyed my friendship with the Shatter Shields. Do you know why Elaine was in Windhelm? He heard about Frigga's murder. He wanted to befriend the family, in their grief, and rob them blind. Elaine used me to get close to my friends. And now they all think I'm some kind of monster. Elaine Dufont took my life, and now I'm taking his. Don't you see? I was like a daughter to Tova, a sister to Nilsine and Frigga. But the family refuses to believe my innocence, no matter what I say. Couldn't they understand that I was used? That I was grieving for Frigga too? No, they treated me like garbage, threw me away. With Nilsine dead, maybe then Tova will realize what she's lost, huh? Maybe then she'll see that I was just as much a daughter as the others. And if not, may she drown in her own tears. Make them all pay for what they've done to me.
The Hag's Cure is here for all your discreet needs. I have potions for disease, love sickness, irritating children. Comes with living to a ripe old age. People start thinking there's something magical about you. Then, the insults. Still, a little knowledge of plants and potions can get you by. Not that anyone likes to admit buying things from you. See? I even have a little potion for the steward. Mind handing it over to him? Just say it should solve that problem he has. Thank you. We'd be better off without the Silverbloods. They send their brute, Ingvar, to shake some coins from me every few days. And Betrid Silverblood is always asking for more potions to fuel Thonar's ambitions. Gives him a temper fiercer than any bear. Only that they break an old woman's heart. So many friends, so many kin, all lost trying to rebuild a past that was over long ago. Now, you let me know if you need a cure or anything else.